Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Wednesday, 21st day of June, 27th day of SIVAN. Here we go. Today's halacha is this. Let's say there is a chola, a sick person that you're thinking of visiting, but it is the type of sick person who will be unaware that you were there. They are unconscious or recovering from anesthesia, and during your visit, they're not even going to know that you're there. So you may have a feeling of what am I going for? But he's lying there in the bed. He's not even going to know or know that I'm there, hear anything that I'm saying in any way, shape, or form. What's the point of going? So the answer is you should go, and I'll tell you why. It's because one of the key things that you could accomplish at a Bikur Cholim visit, visiting the sick, is praying for them and being in the presence of the sick person and praying for him. So he's, God forbid, in a coma or waking up from anesthesia or something and not up yet. Your being there and praying at his bedside has tremendous merit for him and is really one of the very important parts of the visit to the sick person. So absolutely, yes, do go visit a person who's unaware of your visit and daven for him while you're there, and you will accomplish a lot. That is what the halacha says. By the way, if you have a 8-day-old boy who just had a circumcision, and he's not going to know that you're there. He's 8 days old. He doesn't know anything about what you're doing. Same thing. You're going to daven for his refuah shlema, for him healing up properly, and that is also a big mitzvah, davening for the sick person. Also, please remember that besides the davening, Bikur Cholim, visiting the sick, is also about the needs of the sick person. So let's say for whatever reason you can't get to the bedside of the sick person, but you are able to visit him. Now, that's why I put up quotation marks, because you're going to go to a blood bank and donate blood that will be able to be used for that sick person. With that, you do accomplish, according to the poskim, the mitzvah of Bikur Cholim, because you're taking care of his needs. That's one of the parts of the mitzvah. He needs your blood type. Your blood type works for him. You're going to go to the blood bank and donate, and it's going directly to him. Of course, that's considered the mitzvah of Bikur Cholim. You're taking care of the needs of the sick person. Is Bikur Cholim appropriate on Shabbos? That question is also discussed in Halacha, and the answer, basically after much discussion, is yes, it is appropriate to visit on Shabbos. If you're going to do something like get into a horribly long, crying, wailing situation, that's not a great way to spend Shabbos. So if it's going to be that kind of visit and you have a choice between scheduling it on a weekday or on a Shabbos, better to schedule it on a weekday if it's going to be a very sad and depressing visit. So that's how that is. Yes, you can visit on Shabbos, but if it's going to be a very, very crying and sad visit, then it is a little bit better to do that during the week if possible. If it will cause you pain in any way, shape, or form to visit a sick person, then yes, it is better to schedule it on a weekday. But if the weekday can't be scheduled, then yeah, Shabbos will do. Lastly, we're just going to mention, I think it sort of got mentioned a few days ago, but let's restate it clearly. Sometimes a chola, a sick person in a hospital situation or whatever, will have unusual bathroom needs, where they may be very embarrassed by what's going on with their tubes or pipes or bathroom or anything, and your being there will stress them out because they don't want you to know that that particular issue is going on, or when they're going to need to go to the bathroom, it's going to be quick and emergency-like and embarrassing, and pipes and stuff that you don't want to know. The sick person doesn't want you to know. If you're causing that distress to the sick person by getting in the way of those kinds of delicate and sensitive issues, then yeah, think about that very carefully as to whether your visit will help or hurt. If the person is having embarrassing issues going on that he may or may not want you to see. Think that out. If you know that you're still going to be helpful, all in all, then yeah, maybe you should be going. But if you know that that's going to be a very taxing issue to the sick person, then you may want to consider not going. Thanks for logging on, and do log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.